Hello and welcome. Finally, the cam's coming. Welcome to these Playday 3 game, which is taking place before the end of Playday 2. That's how fast the teams are. CepTick will play their Playday 2 at 10 o'clock EU time on Zyron's channel, so I encourage you to go see that one. That is the case. I'm still waiting for the players. It's a no-show for the moment. I am spamming them to see how they're doing. But anyways, we will show you the map ban, the the map veto to kind of gain a better idea of what's happening. Here we go. Jemis has come in with the huge man, which will be the second player of the day. Let's have a look at the map veto. So when looking at it, you can see Shallot has been banned by CepTick. Coastline by the Guardians, then Clubhouse by CepTick, which is quite interesting because CepTick has played on Clubhouse 7-4 victory for their first round, and we did get, I think, a 7-3 for Guardians as well on that same map. So I was expecting a strong map from both teams, but it seems like it's been banned. Oregon Bank and Villa have been banned as well, meaning that we've only got Cafe left. So it will be interesting to see how this one goes. Guardians will start in defense, and they will do so if they go into overtime as well. So it will be interesting to see how it goes on. Yes. Still waiting for the players. We've got 4 players from CepTick and 2 3 from
Move your
Guardians.
please.
They need to calm down. Cut the desk. Here you go. I will explain the rules to them just before we start, but for the moment I will show you the groups. So we are in Major A, which I'll block for you. So let's get our Major A. So Major A, we've got Astia, Aura, which we've already casted, CepTick, Guardians of course, Imperial, Mintia, Mysteria, Nuxera, Seekers, and Splice. So quite a big pool. We've seen on this channel already matches from Imperial, Guardians, Aura, and if I'm not mistaken, Mysteria, Seekers as well. It was Aura Seekers on Chalet. But yeah, quite an interesting map, and I've waffled long enough for me to ask them if they are okay, and if so, we will depart. We'll start the game. So let's have a look. I'll just ask them if they're doing fine. Are we all good, boys? How we feeling today? Excited, I guess. All right. Oh, it'll be better after this game. We are now underway. I've had to wait a little bit of time to get them to calm down. But it will be a good game. CepTick trying to get a second win before their game tomorrow, and Guardians trying to make the ends meet after 2 wins. One which is still in debate, but Thatcher will be the first ban for the Guardians. And now we're going to have 2 bans from CepTick. If you don't watch Siege a lot, then your defense will still ban the first person, and then we will switch to the second one. So that's how it'll go. And our good lad Jackal will be the second ban of the day. Oh, maybe I should get my controller out in order to cast. Otherwise, I don't know, I'm not quite sure how it's gonna go. Up, plugged in, as if nothing happened. We are back in the game. Mirror is the second ban. It seems like the Spanish operators are not liked. They're not really liked on the cafe. Let's have a look. So as you can tell, the last ban was Valkyrie, very important on this map. We've got a lot of runouts just because of the fact that it's a very repel heavy map. That's the only way to get, well, it's not the only way to get in, but it's usually the main way to get in, and the only way to get on the roof you'd have to repel. And that can be dangerous if you've got Valky cams laying about. Nomad Ivana, Ace, Sledge and Iana are going to be your first attacking lineup. In defense, Guardians have chosen Maestro, Jaeger, Womai, Frost and a 6-pick to abandon. We will 6-pick on Guardian on CepTick side, bear with me, and it will be Flores instead of Banner, game read of a hard breach to get what seems to be helping
Defenders,
a hard
protect your
breach.
bombs from being defused by attackers.
We
Attackers
start
have discovered the
all the way
location of
down,
the bomb.
and I will make sure that my desktop audio is not as high as the let's see if we have options on there. Desktop, yes we do. Oh, so I can move that down so that you still hear the game, but you'll hear me better. Oh, that's magic, man. That is magic. Absolutely crazy what you can do on this streaming platform. So we decided to defend downstairs. I'm going to switch straight away to the attack. We've got drones a bit everywhere, and we decide to attack these north side by the backhand. On the other side, on the main street, Yana will take that rappel to probably help Sweezy Plake the rest. In terms of defense, on the top floor, we don't seem to have many people, with only one player in the white stairs, which is coming back up now, but that could be dangerous if he's not spotted. It does seem like the drone will look for him, but Neon could be on for an early frag if not detected. Oh yes, it seems like Neon's got an eye for it, and they think he's downstairs, and that is maybe the angle that Neon needs to play. Because I doubt it will make it detonate. The attack's still quite patient, still kind of droning about, starting to open up that floor. And we have that information on my shield, and we do save the drone. That is a good job. But Neon, as we said, was going to take the swing, but will be revenged. Yeah, I thought he was going to take out the guy downstairs as well. It was quite a good swing from Neon, which takes out the... Alright, okay. Takes out your hard breach. There is the information everywhere about what's going on, and the defense is still waiting. Quite hard to get that Wamai out. Yuri still in a good position. Will survive despite being quite low in health. And in other parts of the map, we are just waiting around the corner to take out the players. Yuri will take another kill. Downs another one. 2v1, I take. What a move from Yuri. This However, was not able to get the kill. We need to recover that diffuser, which has been done now, and probably drop at that hatch. It is now all down to Tyranno to finish it off. Both players have dropped. The plant is going to go down in just a few moments, but no, one player is down by the frost mat. He's being recovered as we speak, but be careful, the push is on.
5 seconds left.
Plant going down. And the player will not be downed. Tyranno, who fails to kill the player. Swez still down by another frost. It is the second time. But now, Tyranno's got a lot to do. And all he has to do is wait for the nade coming in. iTech secures the round for CepTick after a 2v1, which was realistically a 2v2 or a 1v1. I think the CepTick player has spent most of the time in frost mats, but that is quite funny to see him catch 2 frost mats at the same time, which is yeah. Jonski Kokit. I'm not sure how to say it in English, but Kokit. Voilà. Just wait. Swez. The Swez. You'd say in English, you'd probably say Swez. I'm probably sure is more of a Swez. Just spending his time in frost traps. And iTech for the CepTicks on the other side, you know them. It is Tyranno, Gemis, the Hugeman, Neon, and Yuri. Far more pronounceable. Far more. Top floor defense in the bar. It's quite a tricky defense because although you have quite a strong hold of that top floor and you don't really need much more control, well, it's where your drones are going to be annoying from Jonski. That's where the hatch is going to be destroyed straight away. Can't really reinforce them. And it's also where I think your nades from iTech are going to be quite important. And the flanking potential is not great. As soon as you've lost that piano, it becomes a minefield. Valkyrie just in the chat taking the absolute piss out of his mate iTech, who's on the entry as well today. Just glad he made a kill, apparently. Yeah, and after this game, who will take us as far as we hope it will take us, we'll have another game a bit later, which is going to be Souls versus Cerise eSport, which will be casted in French on this channel again, but 2 French teams, I may as well cast it in French. It's just that game, which we'll cast in English. The number of players, so we've got Tyranno, who's just hidden in there, and some Echo drones, who are going to be very useful. No one on the bottom floor. There's only the Oryx just playing in there in trains, and then the rest of the team is quite spread out, but towards the fridge, and there's a good defense from Neon, who is Yuri on the Jaeger. They've swapped around. Gemis is on the Womai, and the attack is just slowly progressing. We don't need to go too fast. There's a minute and a half left. It's quite a while. We are going to open that piano. We do have the support from Koki, and that could be dangerous. That line of sight from Koki. Ooh, Tyranno gets the opening kill. And he will be refragged. Tyranno gets a second. Will he get a third? Oh no, just fails to get a first. And Swizz just gets the revenge on that. But we've lost 2 players and 2 important players. That's your hard breach and your entry. Swizz still there, trying to take out the Jaeger in there. and we start burning some utility. Shield will explode. The swing will not catch anyone anyways. And that's where that starts being annoying. Jemis with a kill. Jemis gets a second, and now it's all down to Neon to finish the job on Junsky. Literally going burnt. Around by Guardians, really good defense. We made them wait, and we got the kills when we needed them. 2 massive kills by Tyranno with the verticality. Wasn't spotted. He gets revenged, and then Jemis pulls out to get 2 more. Very good round from the Guardians so far.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
I was just commenting on the chat. We do decide to go back down because a few things failed, but at the end it was a 2v1, or I'd even say a 1v1. So it was tight. It was tight. I think Guardians will play this round better. They are putting the same frost traps. I think Swears is just not allowed on objective for this round. And they're calling him the Swears la Serpillière, which is just very funny. It's the Swears the mop, as they say. We do have quite a lot of presence upstairs. What could be a spawn kill will not be one. Swears will take that rappel onto the window. And in terms of upstairs presence, no one again, so we do decide to just play Neon kind of roaming around the floor. Drone goes in. And just watching these angles, watching them drops, but we do have the control and we know no one's gonna jump out that window, and so we can safely come back down. Still a lot of face check. We did put the drones, so it is understandable. Swez will get the opening kill on the huge man. That's the frost gone. I think he was mad that the frost left him. And then we're just waiting for a potential swing from our friend Neon. Waiting patiently. We do have Yuri, who's there to help out. And that's what could be dangerous, is if we decide to push the Yuri. Yuri doesn't care. He's there for the kills. And won't be stopped. We've downed the player, but we're not sure. And be careful, because player pushes in sight. Jemis gets the kill. Yuri gets the other one, finishes him off. But is still in a bad position. It will go down. Jonsky gets a kill. And now it is a 3v2. Trying to locate the enemies. We need that intel. Terrano just ready for a swing. That could potentially take out Kokai. But we are vigilant, not exposing ourselves. Swizz is on objective, but without the diffuser, he won't be able to plant where it is anyways. The swing may be coming in. Really waiting for the right moment, and we does find it, but it won't down the player. It's a 2v2 situation, 1v2, and CepTick takes the round. Another good round from CepTick. I really thought that Tirano was gonna swamp out of there, just take out the Nomad, come back on objective. It would have been a very different rounds, but the game has not decided it like that. Just checking that there's no ping issues or anything with the players. It seems to be okay. Hey. The sixth pick for a castle. It's not been confirmed yet, but it could be of use in Reading Room Fireplace. The problem is that you'd like them both. You'd like the bandit and possibly the castle. However, you do have a guide with the Hugeman, so that should not be too much of a problem. I am expecting quite a big extend with a lot of stuff, fairly good use of utility upstairs, but so far only one castle barricade has been put on one of these doors. I do think we are going to play the fridge freezer. And in terms of downstairs presence, sorry, up doesn't seem to be much, to be fair. We are opening up the objective, and yeah, still making a lot of holes. We really want to have that intel. We really want to close ourselves into that objective to really defend the B objective. Will it be sufficient for the A objective? We'll see. Hatches are being broken, courtesy of Suez, and will soon drop down. Knowing that there's going to be some resistance, we need to first of all take control of that piano, which has been done. And that's where the utility is going to start to be burnt. Good information here. That's what we were talking about between Aura and Seekers. Yuri catches the first kill on a Cookite. Is that player droning for a player going forward, and that makes you save so much time. 151 to go, and we're already in a good position to put pressure on that top floor. Walls being open. We do have the information on the Kaid. If the Kaid decides to leave, he will be in quite a bad position. Flash is going in. It's very tough hold, but we do get one player out. Be careful because we don't have the information on Tirano. Tirano always on track. He's the player that's been doing the damage today. Neon trying to get kills from upstairs, but no, it will be Tirano and Gemis. Again, these two players really stepping up in these rounds to bring it back to 2-2. Really tight game so far. We see just the placement of some players and maybe the flank watch. It's your Nomad just dying a tiny little bit early, just outside the map. And if that Nomad was able to get in, probably put a lot of air jabs a bit everywhere to just stop that comeback into piano. Stop that retake from the Jaeger of Yuri and just stop the carnage. But if there's one thing that can't be stopped, it's Gemis, who just seems to be winning his 1v1s constantly. He's on 6 kills at the moment, 5 for Tirano. And on the other side, well, we've got Suez and iTech on 5 and 4 respectively. After that, it narrows down to 1 and 2 kills. Top floor defense again. We did a great job at the middle floor defense and the fireplace. So we do decide now to come back upstairs. Upstairs is a defense that worked. because we were able to stop
5 seconds
the
left before
players,
insertion.
if I'm not wrong.
Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
And we just know we have that capability of stopping them, of making them waste time, and therefore have them run into a trap. The presence is still the same with that same angle from Oryx. It was able to catch 2 kills. We've got an Echo drone just roaming about a bit everywhere. And then the rest of the players are on objective. Hatch will be destroyed, again, courtesy of the Sways. Drone's coming in, and it's quite a fast turnaround. I believe we will drone this time that vertical line of sight. I would hope so.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Or are we going to drone the player down, which is I think is what we're doing, and go get him.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
We seem to be lacking of information on that player. Swez will try and swing at him. The info is good, but it misses him! And that's the wrong guy! The Echo drone just making that chase impossible. And now it's up to iTech to try and take the player out, but we don't have the information on him. The red ping is outdated. We need another drone, and we're wasting utility and we're wasting time because we have to take that player out. That is done. iTech swings him. And now the push is on. And Yuri is just there, ready to deny these players. Neon gets a headshot on Jonsky. We're still holding our lines quite well. And Yuri, in that bathroom,
Bomb located by
is just trying to make things impossible for the defense. Line of sight by Koki again. But is it going to be enough? It won't need that, because iTech will just swing right at him. Ooh, taking a lot of damage on that second swing, but he will survive. Lacking of information and of bullets, it seems, for iTech, who's in a 2v2. The player being downed, he won't be picked up.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers dropped the diffuser.
And Neon gets another kill. It's now 1v3. The Noma's got no choice. She will get one. But with 9 seconds to go, needs to catch that 1v1. The player will hopefully drop down. No, he won't.
Operators, you are out.
And the Guardians get it. I really thought he got the headshot on both players for a second. I was like... But no. Neon survives, and so do the hopes of Guardians, who catch a 3rd round. And I do believe it's the first time we do see a team taking 2 rounds in a row. So that's their 2 defensive rounds in a row. Cafe is quite... It's quite a balanced map. You would expect a 3-3. So we'll see what CepTick do in that round as we go kitchen cooking. But Guardians do have the option of making it a 4-2, which would be the ideal break solution.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
And just after this round, we'll have a look at the scores, at the frags, what's happening, the deaths, the assists. But so far, the players are all showing up. I don't think I've seen one player kind of not in it. Downstairs defense. I was just listening to the music and having a swell time, as you know. We do have that
10 seconds left.
rotate again on the bakery. There's no that
To go.
BDS rotate is not a thing they do. I wouldn't
Attackers
either,
must locate and defuse a
because
bomb.
we know all Shaiko. And the upstairs hold again, it seems like we're not taking the top floor, but we are having bodies in that staircase. The attack, however, will have no choice. We need to take and clear that top floor. We cannot have someone just come back and just flank us and destroy our hopes. We need to take that top floor. Because there is no one, it'll be drawn quite quickly, quite easily. The way they drone as well is quite fast, so it will work out fine. But we need to clear these two floors. No presence on either floor. Joski's even dropped. We know that we have control. And yeah, we're going to start descending to the ground floor. And that's where you've got 5 players from your defensive team, namely Tyranno in the bakery, Neon on site, Yuri still in the VIP with the Christmas tree, the Hugeman who's playing an interesting angle at the bar, and someone in the prep room, Jebis. Damage being dealt by Jemis on that vertical angle. Are we going to peek the player? Is the real question. Yes, we are. And Jemis gets the kill on Swizz. What a pick by the player. I think he's Danish. I do think Jemis is Danish. Oof. ELC trying to get the kill, but no, the Hugeman fights back. And we've got a lot of down players here. Not many players are back up and running. And Yuri is still in the play. And Yuri could do some harm, but he won't. The Hugeman gets a double kill. A triple kill, and Yuri finishes the player that was just downed. That's the last kill to go down. But what a round! What a round by the Hugeman. He was probably from the Guardians team the one that was struggling the most in the first few rounds. But they are able to catch the 4-2, and that's where we're going to look at the stats. 8 kills for ELC, 5 for Swizz, 2, 2, and 1 for Johnski Cookie and Just Wait. On the other side, Jemis and Tyranno on 7 and 6, Yuri and Neon on 5, and a Hugeman on 3. That's 3 kills. That's all the kills is done on that round, and God knows how important they have been. In terms of assists, 1 assist in Guardians for everyone, 2 for Cookie and ELC, 1 for Johnski. First defensive switch. CepTick will now be on the defense, and they decide to go upstairs. We do note the presence of quite interesting players. So we've got the Clash, firstly, which can often be banned, but is being used now as she's not. Oops, sorry. And we do also have a Warden, which is a very situation kind of operator. Do we, on CepTick's side, play a defense that lets room for the attackers to make them think they can plant, and then that's where we use that Warden to kind of shoot through with his ability the smokes? We'll have to see, because smokes we don't have a whole lot. Twitch has got 2 with Tyranno, and then we're mostly frag heavy and flash heavy. Round is now on the way, and it is the attack which will take possession of the top floor. Drone coming in, we have that information on the Clash and on the defensive setup at the default plant. Clash will take a drone out. Brob. but a lot of work being done there. It will be Suez playing in that back store, freezer kind of place. Well, mostly because he's got an angle of sight on both the planting points and also on well the piano, which is just important. The clash is going to be there purely for information and delaying. 143 to go. Not much is going on, but we do have some flashes. We know what was happening, so we decided to fall back, and the Jaeger will do the job anyways. Jemis gets the opening kill on Swizz with a nice nade. And we're just playing with lasers, as it seems at the moment. Oh, I wonder if if it doesn't destroy drones anymore. Flash coming in. And a lot of utility being dumped to try and get rid of that clash, but she's still there. The clash is still at the doorway. 54 seconds to go. Not much to be done. We are waiting with Jemis for that drop. Yuri loses the diffuser to iTech. And we're going to flash ourselves. Diffuser's been lost. The flashes are coming in. And it's a dangerous situation for the Guardians, but it's a 3v3. Neon will be downed, which is now essentially a 2v2. 2v3. And the Hugeman and Jemis are both still on the roof. They need to act now.
15 seconds to go.
The drop's going to come in. We do have that information on that player. We do. But no, Cookie will get the kill. And it's another round for CepTick, who finally bring it back to 4-3. Mute, Echo, Kaid, Jaeger, and Aruni on the attack. We've got a Nomad, a Zofia, Sledge, Hibana, and Maverick. We can see in a few seconds if there's any 6 picks. Zofia is going to be traded for a Twitch. Effective, especially when we're going into that kitchen service. We do want to get rid of that Kaid. It can be really irritating in order to open walls, and that's where the Twitch is going to do the job.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
10 kills for iTech, who's clearly leading the board on the Jaeger. Was the right decision for him the round prior, but Jemis is also not far on 8 kills. So both teams showing a good shift in terms of kills, and some nice team play and refrags also. Line of sight being open is kind of a fortune mirror, like a cheap mirror, essentially, because it doesn't protect you. But we do have that Soraya gate, which is going to be very, very annoying to multiple things, namely the Twitch drone. Moreover, well, players. So it's going to be able to deal quite a lot of damage. The hatch has been done upstairs, and in terms of setup, we don't have anyone on the top floor, and it doesn't seem like there is anyone either on the first floor. It's just everyone on the ground floor. The Jaeger will be guarding that VIP, and iTech in the code check, which is interesting. The entry already into the bakery. Yuri's in. We're making holes. Oh, but we don't have that information. Yuri gets the kill on Johnski. That's your mute gun. We'll be able to just break it easily. And now we have control of the bakery.
Drone is ready.
We have the information that there's no vertical play, and that we know because there's no one on the top floor. Jemis is going to be able to open some walls. The only thing I'm not sure is if we know the presence of a certain Aruni, who's got an unbelievable line of sight. I was talking to you about the Shaiko line of sight. Here you go. I mean, I call it Shaiko because I've seen him do it twice. It's probably not his, but it's just how I say it. So, don't get me wrong. Really, really good line of sight as well by Neon, who could be dangerous if someone was to go in his way. Line of sight being open on objective, however. Cookit will get the kill on Yuri. And a lot of damage being dealt. Suez in cover for Just Wait. Just Wait is being downed, however, and Suez could swing by. Yeah, that could be a really big push if Swing was to push by. There is a Nomad, but it's a 4v3 and one of the players is down. It's actively a 4v2. Now, what seems to be a 4v2 stays a 4v2. The plant is going down, and what is the defense going to do? No worries, it's all covered. But the deny doesn't work. The diffuser's planted. It was too far. And now we need to get him out. It's a 1v4. Nothing can be done. We do have the information on the planter because we just know it was the planter. We get one kill. Cookie. And a patient wait, but we won't get him. Gem is very, very patient on that occasion. Really waiting for the player to completely turn around. And yes, he couldn't save his mate, but he definitely got the kill. Oh! Yeah.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So I'll see if I can pause the game. So we'll have to return to the menu. And I'll have to do a rehost. Yeah, sometimes this happens. We've got a bug which has happened. It's a 5-3 for the Guardians. So we are going to return to the menu. It does happen, the pre-hosts, and we'll try and get back as soon as possible. And yes, we're trying to be careful with these types of thingies. Abandoned match, yes, cast will as a spectator. And it was 5-3. I can't even remember, but I'll be able to see them here. The bans, here we go. So all the options need to be re-put into place, and that's a pain. So I'll put you the trailer very quickly of the league as I set up the match, and then we'll get going.
Seeing monsters out your window. No, you can't sleep, you pretend though. You don't have to play the hero. Cause I got you like you got me. When the earth shakes, when the bombs scream, until our last breath, every heartbeat.
La grenade qui va pas réussir à connecter sur les yeux de Skyade qui va tomber sous les balles de Malo. L'insertion qui se fait très bien. On positionne la plante à la Spark de chez Vitality. Natom, lui, depuis le Garden, qui va essayer de bloquer cette insertion.
Enzo, la grenade, Enzo. Ouais, le bon coup de shotgun qui va connecter. Et le deuxième coup de shotgun qui va connecter Enzo. Très Bipo qui fait tomber IDK 3v2. Et oui, Enzo qui s'est replacé et qui fait un massacre. Ça c'est Enzo qui va faire tomber Coquette. La plante, Rider. À la plante, Louski peut-être. Louski. On avait 3 à la plante de Rider. Et on drop en dessous au Rider. Et on est en basse room, on va faire tomber Exodge. Revient. Je vais approcher en bridge, on a pas l'information. On a pas l'information. Loup qui va connecter, attention Rouge-Doski.
Oh oui, très bon ça, très bon la déco.
La bonne décale de Coxbox qui va chercher
à gauche.
On n'a pas l'information du jeu à sa gauche. Et aussi Cuz qui va chercher la tête de Riderson. Et Cuz qui va chercher la tête. Et encore Cux qui fait une quadruple qui peut-être le Ace. C'est bon, Exodus qui va quand même chercher la tête de Cux en V3. Sur Tiki, peut-être la vase de café qui va tomber sur les balles de Jotti. Pendant qu'il va tomber dans les qui va tomber une deuxième tête. Il reste plus que qu'on a un V1 sur la position du Jotti. On n'a pas la formation à droite, on n'a pas la formation à droite de Pandarou. Le prêche de Jotti, le prêche de Jotti peut aller chercher le 400 V1 sur Pandarou. Ça va très très vite et tout cas, qui va chercher la tête de Skyla. On est avec le diffuseur et on le tient comme ça dit.
Ouais, tout casse très très solide, hein, qui tient le diffuseur malgré tout, qui fait tout ce qu'il peut, qui se donne entièrement pour garder ce diffuseur garage. Attention, peut-être un ennemi, le triplé de tout casse qui est en feu, qui ne peut pas lâcher le diffuseur.
Ça
Le quadruplé de tout casse, mais il est on fire, il tient le garage comme personne.
We are back finally after just about 3 minutes. We should be on the right scores, which is 5-3 to Guardians. They are deciding to go kitchen service cooking again. CepTick. We are clear. We are clear. We are good. Bandit is switched instead of the Kaid, and we are. We are switching also the Twitch. So Twitch is coming on board instead of the Zofia. Is something we've been doing consistently every round. Why is the game not going? You might see a black screen, but it will be only a few seconds. Here we go. Whew. We're back in the game. Back in the game, sadly 0 kills for either players, but do not worry. We will have the stream to kind of count the kills from everyone at the end of the day. We know that quite a few players were on a lot of kills. I have put the bans in. The round is correct, or seems correct at least, and so we decide to go downstairs again. The defense was nearly there. The only thing that we were missing is kind of that hold of the main objective, possibly making them waste a bit more time on that bakery, which is what I hope the bandit is going to be here for, which meant that it was really comfortable for the Guardians to get in, and frankly that is problematic when you're defending that objective. However, worked to charms for the Guardians. They really put that pressure on early on, took out I think it was iTech on the mute, And we're able to push in. Twitch drone coming in, just trying to sense that information on all the players, but without being detected. Horse being made again, we have that control of the bakery, and we're going to be able to start pushing. Looking at the top floor, there is no pressure or vertical play. We still have the same players in the same spots. Be careful, because this could be very similar. Ooh, information going in, but we're losing an important drone here. And the second one is about to get spotted, and we won't be able to open. The bandit trick going on, that's what it's going to try and stop that push. But we've realized that they've got a Maverick, and Maverick can be annoying. Flash is coming in. We don't need a Twitch, they say. Opening on the way. And it is on. C4 from Jonski, who just gets 2 players. Yuri and the Hugeman fall in the hands of Jonski. The C4, very powerful, and the shotgun as well, just waiting around the corner. Be careful, because if you go down there, you will be denied. 2 players lost. iTech is taking a fair bit of damage. He's finally playing that vertical angle upstairs. And I don't know if it's something that has been spot. Just wait, we'll fall under the bullets of the Nomads, but Jonski will get another one. And Jonski gets another one. That's a flawless round for the CepTick. Whew. And not much could be done. I think it's that double C4 at the start which took out 2 players. And it was just too much for at the start losing 2 important players for the Guardians. It was not the best way to set up the round. Nothing they could do about it. They had a workaround to open that wall. It backfired because we played it very well on the other side. No team can be blamed because they both played well, but at the end of the day, it's that double C4 that just hits and makes that difference. 5-4 is the round going on. We do have a 6-pick for Warden again. We go reading and fireplace. The attack will not change their players. Thank you, Genesis. Good old friend of mine. The setup is on the way. We'll see what they do on the top floor as well. iTech's coming back up. And we are probably going to make maybe some lines of sight, some sort of extend. That's what we're going to see in a second.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
That's always useful. I need 50 screens, I'm telling you. The extent, quite a lot of reinforced walls, no real line of sight. I think we're just trying to slow down that attack. We're not really trying to contest it too much. I mean, that's what we'll see soon. The attack gets rid of the wall. And Streamlabs is being very annoying by spamming. It's saying don't spam, but it is spamming. So we'll see how we can set that up. Taking that information, but Swears takes the opening kill on Tyranno. Huge start of the round for him. Swears gets a double. It's a 5v3. Be careful, because the towel's turning. Nearly gets a third one. The flash will not hit, but be careful, because he's not alone. iTech is helping him in that corridor. And it could be dangerous. It could be dangerous. Neon trying to push, and he gets the kill. We do have that information on the Jaeger, and I'm going to wait for the push. The control has finally been established on the top floor. We need now to take control of the rest of the map. And with only there's 4 players remaining. What am I saying? It's a 4v3. With only 4 players remaining on the other team, it's going to be quite a hard task. We start opening up the floor to play the vertical angles. It's greatly done by Yuri. And a huge man just decides to drop, but Johnsky gets another one. Ruthless kill by Johnsky, and at 4v2 it seems quite complicated. It seems like CepTick is coming back into the game and could potentially take it to a 5-5. A lot of waiting around. A huge man gets dropped, and it's a 5v1. Nothing can be done. And Cookie gets the other kill. Another really good round from CepTick, and quite frankly, it's yeah, a shame because we've seen them really dominate on the bottom floors. Here we go. Streamlabs should not be annoying anymore. So we'll see. Yeah, Guardian's been really good throughout their attacks and have been fairly good on the end of their defenses as well. And now it just seems like since the rehost, they're losing ground. So I don't know if it's just these 2 objectives. We'll see how they do upstairs. But the clash has really put them in difficulty. And Johnsky as well. He's just been unplayable for 2 rounds. So it's just the way it is. Just the way that that Tyranno was unplayable for the major part of the first half. 5-5, round 11. And as we approach nearly an hour of gameplay, the players go back where it all started. Upstairs, 2nd floor, 3rd floor. I don't know why they call it a 3rd floor, because technically that's your ground floor. If you had the floor downstairs, it'd be a basement, but that's your ground floor, floor 0. Then that's your 1st floor, which they call 2nd floor, like 1st floor, 2nd floor, and that's your 2nd floor. So Americans, man, what can you do? It's always that little bit of quiet before the storm. The attack quickly taking control of that red stairs. The drone's going to come in and we're going to hope to drop down. We do have the intel. And quite a lot of utility being put in that piano. Tyranno drops. Tyranno waits. Tyranno takes out the mute. But not the one that we want. So... Oh, he does. Interesting. I thought there was another one inside. Hole's open. But yeah, that's the other mute is still active. That's why the one that's in the corner. Very hard to get out. Nade comes in and opening's going to resume. Just wait. Doing what he does best. Just waiting. It's not this, it's just a bad pun. And the attack is on the way. Yeah. Is the Nomad going to need the help from Tyranno to get out? I would think so. Flash is going in. Oh, but we get downed by just trying to go get that annoying camera. That evil eye is literally has the best name on earth. It is evil because it takes you out. It makes you. Oh, and Yuri's getting absolutely rammed as well by that evil eye camera. Swez gets a kill on Yuri, and yeah, that evil eye, very, very, very disturbing. We do have that information on the clash. We do know that there's someone on top as well. It is now a 3v4. Nothing has been done. Oof, Koki takes a lot of damage and will have to drop down. Has he been seen? That is the problem. Because he could come back to red stairs and that could be problematic. 15 seconds to go. We need the diffuser. Johnsky gets a kill. Koki on the way back up. Will not get killed and gets the last one. 6-5. Out of nowhere, CepTick are back in the game and potentially throwing us into overtime, potentially trying to grasp a win. That's what the next round will be made of. We either see CepTick win that round and they will grab the match, 6-7-5, that would be, because it's 6-5 at the moment. Or we see the Guardians fighting back and going into overtime. If we were to go into overtime, which seems quite likely, since we've seen kind of the game go, then we would have Guardians on defense again. Defense, which has been their strong point on this map. So really, really, really need to put the effort into winning what will be the hardest round for each team to go into overtime. And it will all be played downstairs on a setup that we've seen them win once and we've seen them lose it once as well. So a very 50-50 site. Maybe the one they feel most confident on. The lines of sight being made again, and I'm just curious to see if we are going to leave that bakery empty again, because the first time it really was like a prejudice. We lost a player very, very early in the round. It's completely safe for them. There was no vertical play, and then the second round there was vertical play near the middle of the round, and that double C4 just put them in shambles. So we'll see how they attack this one. Still some control at the back of the stairs. It seems like we're taking the bakery massively. The push in the bakery is acted. Be careful, Terrano, because there is someone waiting for you. His name is Johnsky. And his name is Johnsky, and he gets the first opening kill. And that is such an important kill, but he will get refragged instantly. A good play by both teams to get out one player. However, Terrano just such a huge loss at the start of the round. And it could go one way or another, and it's gone a completely different way, a third different way. You can hear the mute jammer, which is going to be hard to defend. We won't able to take the mute jammer out, so it still remains problematic. Yeah, we're just aware of the utility which is going to be burnt there to open that wall. The C4 is going in. Oh, but it catches no one. It catches no one. We had the information for the C4 and it will not get anyone, sadly. The Echo Drone just getting away. I think that's the hardest part of it. iTech still waiting here, trying to really, really delay his push. And oof, Neon just getting a kill there. He will get refragged by Cookie, who will get downed as well. And that's CepTick on his own versus 3 players. Ooh, it seems like there's some lags. Is it just me? No. And the last players will go down. We are going into overtime, baby. Guardians will defend in overtime. They've put the round they needed the most. It was this attack that was crippling them from a 5-3 to a 6-5. So that's 3 rounds in a row lost in attack, and now they come back to 6-6. That's the overtime. That's what we were talking about. They will be an overtime. We said it from the start when it was going 1-1, 2-2, and then 4-2, but we don't talk about it. Echo is being switched because it had such a tremendous impact in the defense. We are going Bar Cocktail Lounge. This is 6-6. This is when it counts. The next round will be decisive in who will be under pressure. After that switch, Johnsky's back on 7 kills, so that's 7 kills on top of the additional, I think he was on 5 or 6, so quite a good game. Swayze was on 10, he's now on 15 with the 5 more, so some really huge kills since the restart. Obviously, CepTick have won more rounds since the restart, so although they are on 6-6, the stats look bigger, but I will make sure before the game tonight to make you just a summary of the kills to see how many kills either player's got, because that is insane. Vertical holds to maybe catch a player out. That's what the Guardians are going for. And a classic setup with that open as well, vertical there. Now what is the attack going to do? Really dangerous drop in there. Johnsky and Koki. Swez all taking positions on windows. Seems like an execute is underway. Such a terrible drone. It's massive, it's huge, it looks fucking shite. But it will do the job in getting rid of that cover. Now there's only one more cover, and it's the one of Yuri, who's just statue away in the bathroom. Swez just waiting around the corner here at that window to possibly just... Oh no, he's going to drop in. I thought he was waiting to deny, but Johnsky will deny Jemis.
A bomb has been located.
Tyranno, still downstairs, still uncontested. Is going to make them lose a lot of times, a lot of utility as well. We need to get rid of that player. Oh, and he's missed him. But Swez will get the kill. We've got that information on the few last defenders. The washrooms has been lost. Oof, and Neon takes the head of Johnsky. The headshot master, Neon, is here for another one. Some great lines of sight as Just Wait walks in, and we are aware that there is a player in that white stairs. Just waiting for him to peek to try and get the kill. The Hugeman gets one on Swizz, but is caught whilst reloading. Neon gets a double kill, and it is now a 2v1. Kokit on his own. The round has just turned around from Jemis staying first to Kokit trying to get the frag. He's going to have to drop in the fire, and there's nothing that he can do. Despite getting the first kill, it is Guardians grabbing a 7th round. What a game. What a game. I've just realised on the overlay that it's very ugly what they've put, the cafe and bomb, because it hides the overlay, what's written on it. So we may have to go with a hard overlay next. Something a bit better. Maybe have like an under overlay to make the colours stronger. We'll see. We'll see. It's all a matter of design, isn't it?
Attackers need to locate and defuse
7-6. The Guardians have come back from the dead after conceding over 3 consecutive rounds. They are back. And they are back upstairs. Back upstairs, why? Because it is now CepTick's role to defend. Of course, when you go into overtime, you switch 1-1 like it used to be in casual, the good old days. And in ranked, it used to be 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, and then it's gone 2-2 in. I think it used to be 2-2. It was definitely 1-1 in casual, and they moved it to 2-2, as in the round swap. Well, that's not the play. That is the play. Here we go. The defense, one last defense to grab the game. CepTick will have to grab another round to survive. Them that were coming back and got to overtime first. They will grab 1 point each at least, and the winning team will grab 2. Jonski opens up a huge kill, huge on Yuri. That is a massive play. That's your soft breach that is just being destroyed. The hatches hopefully have been opened, but that means we're going to have to burn a lot more utility than planned in order to get that control. The Hugeman with an interesting drone here as they prepare to open.
bomb located by attackers.
Very tight. I'm not sure all operators will fit through there, but the open is on, and Neon is going to start droning. There's a mute jammer. Oh, you can't really get that one, can you? And some holes being made to deny. We do have that information on CepTick's side. Only a minute and about 20 seconds left. We need to get control of that piano, that cigar, and we need to do it quickly because Cocky could be dangerous. Swez, which may have gone undetected as well, could just swing by, helped by Jonski. He's been detected now. CepTick gets another kill. It's a 5v3. It's looking tough here for the Guardians, and it seems at this moment in time, with 47 seconds to go and no frag connecting, it seems like we will go in a 7-7. However, the Hugeman gets a kill on Coquille, and the dream is still on. 32 seconds, 4v3, and most importantly, a clash still alive. Oh, utility wasn't cleared. CepTick gets another one. It's 4v2, and that's just going to be impossible. It's a 4v1. There's nothing he can do. He's all alone, and CepTick get the round. It will not get much tighter than this, boys. 7-7. Bring it on. the last round,
as many bombs as they can.
the one that needs to be won. It's the overtime match point.
Attackers have
Whoever
located the location of a bomb.
wins this round will grab the victory. It's as simple as that. You can't really have any other option. They've pushed it to the end and they are going to have to see it through. We decide to go downstairs. CepTick is confident that their kitchen defense is the best defense.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds left.
5 seconds to go and just less than 3 minutes of havoc
Heading out to defuse a bomb.
as the CepTick players come in. And I am wrong, it is Guardians defending that kitchen, not CepTick, so it makes more sense because they've won it more times. We are going to have to take control of that top floor. In terms of hold, there doesn't seem to be anyone there except in the red stairs a little Jaeger just patiently waiting for a peek that he will not get. Instead, Neon falls under the bullets of, I think it was iTech on the roof. C4's being prepared, and top floor control has been established. I think it was Suez that got rid of him. Such a tough round to be about, such a massive... massive instant. Frags going in, we're starting to do the work here. All the players are downstairs. We've got one in VIP, one in the bar. It's the Hugeman who made such a great round the last time they played it. 3 kills from that exact standpoint. They do have someone as well who's just switching between that bakery. So we see that the two teams play very differently. And just trying to make holes a bit everywhere. That's what we're doing. Getting rid of that soft floor. But there is no one to be seen.
By attackers.
The information, they have it, but they're not exactly sure where Tyranno is. And when you know the aim of Tyranno, you know that it can be dangerous. Oh, Tyranno gets one and a second. It's a 4v3. 3v3. Cocky gets one on Hugeman and a second one on Tyranno. There is only 2 players left of the Guardians. Cocky being too low. It's a 2v2. This is going to play out in the last seconds. This is going to play out in a 2v2. And as Suez comes into objective, we have the information on that player. The plant is going down. But are we going to deny that plant? Yuri is quite low. The push is made on the plant and there's no cover. But the diffuser has been planted. Now Jonsky needs to get that kill. And he won't be able to. He won't be able to. And Guardians take the game at the last second. It's a 1v1. What a victory by the Guardians. In one of the most epic games that we have seen. GG, well played. Guardians get the round. 11 kills by Jonsky on top of the kills he's done before. 6 for Yuri. A massive play. I'm going to put the winner of the game on screen, which is your Guardians. Here you go. And we're going to see if we can grab one of the players for an interview. As for the game, it will keep on running because I've got another game in just over half an hour. But we'll try and get a quick interview from the players. Whew. I don't know how to feel about this game. It was so intense from the start to the end, from a 1-1 to a 7-7 to an 8-7 at the end. Very big performance from the Guardians. which a tough one. We'll see if Jemis is up for an interview, and we will then probably stop the stream. I will come back at 10 past probably with an update for the other game. I will say it in French in a second. Just so that you guys all understand. So switching to French now, je reviendrai donc à 20h10 à peu près. Donc je relancerai notre stream pour le match Souls vs je sais plus, Cerise, les cerises. Voilà. Switching back to English now. I'm just waiting for Jemis to go in lead staff. And it'll be fine. Here we go. Hello, Jemis. Oh, your sound's gone to the other thing again. How did you? Oh, yeah, my sound's just a bit buggy. I don't know why. Oh, that's weird. The sound always changes when I do that. Here we go. That should be better. Right. Sorry about that. Tight game. Very tight game today.
Yeah, interesting game, I would say.
Yeah, just till the end. I think the lack of cover on the last round makes it that you're able personally to take out the player, and then it's just a shambles, isn't it? Very strong team on both sides. Some really good kills. How did you prepare that game?
Um, well, I'll be honest. First of all, we prepared for other map, so we already thought about counter strats and everything. But at the end, the map pool went how it went.
Mhm.
So that was a little bit sad that we wanted to see how it's gonna work on other map which we are planning for. Other thing is, I'll be honest, it felt really bad today. First of all, one player looks like he has maybe COVID, so
Oh,
he felt kind of bad, and so yeah, that's one thing. Other thing, again, kind of honestly, some people was demotivated with zero motivation after what
yeah.
happened in previous play day. So we kind of, when we did even warm up scrim, we played really bad warm up scrim because players basically with their heads wasn't on the game but somewhere else around.
Mhm.
And on top of that, I guess rehost in the middle of the match didn't help us too because
Yeah.
basically 2 or 3 players played really good with skills, and after rehost, like me, Terran, or someone else, like couldn't get kills at all. So
Yeah, it seems like the Prios really kind of switched the physiognomy of the match, which was interesting. Going back on the previous play day, I'm just people won't understand, but I may have a solution for you, which is going to make your team much happier, because it's been discussed a lot. So we'll talk about it later, but I
yeah,
think you'll be happier
I
than
hope so.
previously. Yeah. That apart, yeah, no, it's still a good performance, and I think your players will be happy to see that even demotivated, they were able to overrule quite a strong team of CepTick with some really good fraggers. Uh, yeah, I really don't know what to say because it was such a tight game. Like both teams were playing it fully out. There was no dumb move. There was no kind of. It was just pure skills on each side, and it was really nice to see. It's one of I think it is the best game I've casted so far uh, in the Winter League.
Yeah, it was interesting. Like teams try to play it more tactical and more siege, how it should play, not just running around and shooting. And I think it's more fun to watch too, I guess. I hope so, at least.
Yeah, well, it's a beautiful game. I don't have much to add. I will message you regarding the other
Yep,
issue.
yep,
Uh,
can't wait.
yeah, we have another stream later, but it'll be in French, so you'll be fine. And yeah, just best of luck to you in your Playday 4, and we hope that your player gets well soon, whether it's COVID or not. Just we hope he gets
Yep,
better.
I hope so. Fingers crossed, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thank you
Yep.
for having me here, and have a good evening.
You too. See you, Jemis.
Bye bye.
Here we have it, folks. That is the end of this map. 1 hour and 30 minutes of absolute shambles. Absolute shambles. We will be back. Don't steal our points. We will be back in just over about 15-20 minutes. I will make a separate stream because it'll be in French. So if you're tuning in for that, it'll be in just a few minutes. Thank you for watching tonight, and for those that are going to watch the game later, I'll see you later. Alligator. See you in a bit.